did you like about the way the team kind of rallied in the second half on Saturday?
I think we just started out really slow. And so, if we would have continued that, then that would have been a pretty devastating defeat, you know what I mean, just because we weren't playing very well. But that just showed that, our team can come back from not playing, and it really just showed us how we need to play coming right out of the gates because, we were slinging it, we were playing well on defense in the second half, all that kind of stuff. So, I thought it was great how we came out of the second half.
Carter, of those 6 messages that you talked with Coach Fleck with on Sunday, is there one or two that kind of is the most impactful for you?
I would say the one that's most impactful for me is just focusing on finishing. Because, we've had 3 games that have, Coach Fleck talks about it, we're within 4 minutes of winning. But, that really doesn't matter because we're not focused on whether or not we win or lose. We're focused on the process. And so, but, right now we haven't been able to finish. And when we played Michigan State, we finished that game. We just didn't start. And so right now, when we're able to combine our finish with that game and the starts that we've had, it's going to be special. And, we have to keep working towards that, but it's coming.
Carter, now that you have 6 games under your belt at that position, do you feel like you're coming into your own at that spot?
Oh, yeah, without a question. Every single game, I'm able to play faster, and we're doing different things. And the coaches have put me in better positions to use my skill set. And yeah, I love the position, and it's getting a lot more easy for me to play as I go on.
Have you been able to use your speed to kind of offset tackles trying to get their hands on you and overpower you physically?
Yeah, well, part of that is just, in the last couple games, I've been able to keep outside contained. There were a couple times in the previous games where I was supposed to see into different gaps and stuff like that. But being able to focus on the C gap has allowed me to get pass rush and use my speed because it's hard to use my speed when I'm going right into the tackles, in 2 seconds. So, yeah.
Carter, how do you guys harness and bring energy every game? Because obviously Oregon State was probably the best example of that, and it's kind of dipped and fluctuated since then. How do you guys harness and bring that every game?
To be honest with you, energy's never been a issue for us. Personally, I feel like we come out and we're all energetic and stuff like that. But a lot of different things that we've been missing is focusing on the details because, in the last 3 games for the most part, Coach Fleck always talks about how is the most important thing without a question. Not what you do, how you do it, and our how's been there. But we've been missing out on details. And so if our how's not directed towards the details and all that kind of stuff, then it's just wasted energy. And so, but I think that, we've come out of the gates with energy. And Coach Fleck really does a great job with that before the games. He's never low with energy. So.
Carter, how do you guys improve stopping the run?
What did you say?
How do you guys improve stopping the run? I think in the Big Ten games, it's like 215 yards given up.
Yeah. Just like what I was talking about, the details. There's a lot of details that we haven't been focusing on. And like you said, the Big Ten running game is different than the previous 3 games that we played. And so, just because of the different style, whatever. But we all need to make sure that we're continuing to doing our job because, if guys are worried about making plays when it's outside of what their job is supposed to be, that's when we leave huge gaps. And Coach Fleck always talks about it gets you when it gets you. And so, the first however many plays, if you're not doing your job, it might not get you. But then there's that one time where it squeaks out for a huge run, and that's when teams start putting up big numbers on us. So we need to make sure that we're focusing in on our jobs and playing our part in the defense.
What do you see of the Illinois offense and what the threats they pose?
To be honest with you, we just started today learning about the Illinois offense. But they can run the ball. They've got some good athletes. And I don't know, to be honest with you, if it was tomorrow, I'd probably be able to give you a better answer. I'm going to watch some film later tonight and figure that out.
Carter, their lack of depth at the secondary and experience back there. Do you have to kind of focus more on containment in the running game, especially once you've gotten into Big Ten play?
I don't know if I'd say that we have to focus more on it. I mean, everybody has their job, and there's certain plays where I'm supposed to see into the C gap. There's certain plays where I'm supposed to see into the B gap. So it really kind of just depends on the play call. And Coach Fleck talks about everybody needs to be able to play, and so guys need to step up. Like you said, everybody knows that we're inexperienced or whatever that means, but we're gaining that every single week, and so I don't know if we need to put more focus on containing the edge, but everybody just needs to make sure they're doing their job.
Carter, how much do you weigh now, and have you been able to hold your weight since the start of the season?
I've been able to hold my weight, but I haven't been able to gain weight like I would like to. Ultimately, if I could, I'd want to be 240 pounds right now, but I'm not. I'm sitting at about 225, and I'm hoping to continue to increase. I'm on a new weight program right now to help get my weight up, but at least I haven't been dipping. So.
How much more effective do you think you are this season because of your experience?
With way more effective. I can remember the first couple games last year, I was like shaking. I was all over the place. It felt like it wasn't even football. It was like just mind blowing. And now it's just like every single time I go out there and I feel poised. I'm super confident that I know what I'm doing, and super confident in my ability. So that's allowed me to play a lot better, I think.
Or the PJ and the coaches talk about having to be patient, and make this process with the inexperience. Is it hard as players to be patient, knowing just get so few games, I guess, in your career?
Personally, for me, it's not, because honestly, there's no coach I believe in more than Coach Fleck, and his track record holds up, and I've seen a incredible change in myself as a man and as a player, and seen like mind-blowing change in a lot of my teammates. And so after seeing that, it's just obvious that once we're able to connect all the dots, it's going to be unbelievable.
How have you seen Thomas improve throughout the year?
Thomas Barber? Thomas has been killing it lately. He's so much more confident, and that confidence has allowed him to shoot the gaps that he's supposed to. Before, I think he was just playing hesitant, because it's just like anything with experience, you're able to play a lot faster, just like I've been able to play faster these last couple games. But Thomas is picking up stuff really fast, and that's why you see him having all the tackles that he's been making. And honestly, he's just going to keep getting a lot better. So he's a stud.
Any more for Carter? Thank you, guys. Thank you, Carter.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Carter.
Coughlin.